Hi class, I want to talk briefly with you about your rhetorical analysis paper. It will be our first essay this summer. For each assignment, let me go to the syllabus so I can show you what I'm talking about. For each assignment, we have working draft, peer review, and final draft. So for the rhetorical analysis, our working draft is due Sunday. And then Wednesday, we have a peer review due, final draft due Sunday. And pretty much the schedule follows that format. I want to show you under assignments, we have our rhetorical analysis working draft assignment sheet. For your working draft, you are to submit at least 2 full pages. The way that I grade working drafts is all or none. So I'm not expecting a perfect paper. I'm just looking to see that you've made an effort to do, to make progress toward your final draft. And so because of that, it's either a 0 or 100 for turning it in on time with the required number of pages. Okay, and that's what this tells you right here. And so you want to do that so that you can participate in peer review and so that you get the 100 on your paper. For complete, so I have a sample rhetorical analysis here. For complete assignment guidelines, you go to rhetorical analysis final draft. You can go like that, or you can go back to assignments. Now, I'm just going to read from here just so you can kind of understand what a rhetorical analysis is. It's designed to help you understand how and why a text or a visual is effective or ineffective on a target audience for a given purpose. And so when you're writing your rhetorical analysis, you are not just analyzing it, because for this assignment you're going to write a rhetorical analysis on a visual. So you want to go beyond just kind of analyzing what's there to analyzing what it does and how the author is effective or ineffective in doing it. Analyzing an argument enables you to see a text or a visual in a variety of ways. You're evaluating the strengths, weaknesses, usefulness, credibility, and effectiveness. Okay? So for this assignment, you will choose one of the 13 images from this Austin American Statesman photo gallery to compose a rhetorical analysis. So because you're analyzing a visual, you want to pay close attention to chapter 8 from writing arguments, and maybe chapter 9. I need to go back and check, but we're gonna open the book in just a second and look at them. All right, and so if you click here on the 13 images, there's a video, and so you want to scroll past the video to the images. Okay. There's a caption for each one. And we see here there are 13 different images. You can choose which image you want to analyze for your rhetorical analysis. And so in your paper, you can just identify, for this one, a board at a closed bar on 6th Street. That could be, the title of your image. 12 and 13. Okay, so you can choose between those 13 images to write your rhetorical analysis. Our working draft is due June 7th. We will do a peer review, which will be due, where is it? June 10th, and then final draft is due June 14th. So to do your peer review, you will make comments directly onto your peer's paper, 7 or 10 comments, and then you will write a summative evaluation of about 150 words, either at the top or the bottom of the essay. This instructional video shows you how to use the toolbar for editing, and so there will be I'll assign you peer review partners via Canvas, and you'll be able to see your peer's paper.
In this video, you will learn how to add comments on submissions submitted.com. Reviewing.
This isn't my video, it's one of
If you do not see your assigned peer reviews,
but it tells you where to find your assigned peer review.
You may need to submit your own assignment first. To view the submission,
and just note that, again, if you do not submit your paper, then you won't receive a paper for peer review, so you want to make sure you do that.
And click the View Comment on the Submission. Comment Free Assignments page directly on your file. Click the Show Rubric link to use. For additional
So, and then the week of peer review, I'll add more information to my video, but I wanted to just show that to you quickly. All right, so I'm going to go to the textbook. And we are reading chapters 8 and 9. So yeah, analyzing visual arguments is chapter 9, not chapter 8. So I'll go in and I'll change that on our assignment sheet. But you want to make sure you read both of these, because chapter 8 talks more about what a rhetorical analysis does, and then chapter 9 talks about elements that you might want to analyze. I'm going to go down to chapter 8. There we go. Now, in chapter 8, a couple things I want to point out to you. Make sure you understand what rhetoric is. You can find that information pretty early on in the chapter. These are some questions you're asking yourself when you're writing a rhetorical analysis. So remember, I said we're getting to the how and the why. So what motivated the writer to produce this piece? What is the writer's purpose? Who is the writer's intended audience? How is the author able to use rhetorical appeals, ethos, logos, pathos? Okay, then there's some samples. Another thing I want you to make sure that you do is here it shows how to organize your rhetorical analysis. Very important. And this should have some sample thesis statements. Let me see. If not, I will provide those for you. Okay, I don't see that here, but I'll make sure I provide some sample thesis statements for you, because thesis statements are going to be important because they will guide your paper. All right, so you'll be analyzing a visual. And so, are there words in your visual? What kind of font is it, and how does it affect the argument? One thing you want to do in your rhetorical analysis is figure out first what argument is being made. And once you determine that, then you determine why, or you're arguing why you think the author makes this argument, and how the author effectively or ineffectively, how the author effectively makes the argument, or why the way the author wishes to argue a particular thing is ineffective. Okay. Space and layout, use of color, images. Now, of course, you won't be able to analyze everything in the image. And so, you may say, even though, the author is able to capture, the tension, during the protest, he fails to argue, or he fails to show, the magnitude of the issue, or whatever, something like that. And then you explain how, for example, certain colors that are used, had he taken it from another angle, then the effect could have been different in terms of getting to the magnitude. Had he chosen black and white instead of color, or whatever you choose to do. But again, here are some more examples. Okay. And so I would say maybe choose, 2 to 3 different visual elements to analyze. You won't want to try to cover everything. So, for example, maybe color, maybe lack of words, maybe facial expressions, something like that. All right, and that is your rhetorical analysis. Chapters 8 and 9 have some sample essays that you can read. I include a sample essay. I'm going to look for another student sample that analyze a visual. I think that'll help you too. But remember, week 1, go in by Thursday to the weekly discussion. Tell us what topic you're considering so that we can give you feedback on that. And then Sunday night, your 2-page working draft is due. If you have any questions, please ask. I will talk to you later.